Hello and welcome, this is your boy Jack here to do another reaction video. This time we are going to be reacting to Canserbero, and the track we'll be reacting to is Querernos, which is To Want to Love Us, or something along that line. So, as I said, I love Canserbero's tracks, his lyrics, his delivery. It's absolutely fantastic. It's very different, very interesting. The storytelling in there is always absolutely fantastic to actually listen to, and or in this case read, and it's always very very entertaining, especially what the is it the Muertos? I've got the full title where it's play with time, and how an incident in time, a choice in time affected this entire family. That's three people in the family. Had they actually picked up the phone and answered, things would have turned differently. And I absolutely love that, and that has always stuck with me. Anytime I hear his name, that's the first thing that actually gets into my head. It's like, wow, he told that story. It's absolutely brilliant, and I can't wait to actually react to more of his stuff. So here we go, reacting to another one. As I said, this is Querernos. So I guess without further ado, let's get this reacting party started. To Want to Love Us, yeah. Again, that whole guitar strumming sort of invokes this whole feeling of Western, and at the same time, I guess something from the 70s, those folk rock from the 70s, I guess the Doors and no, I forgot his name. It will come to me later on, but the famous black, Santana, to be honest. Yes, Santana and the rest. So let's continue. Sorry, the artist I was trying to remember. He was the one who did the Purple Haze, who died young, choked in his sleep. Don't remember his name. I don't even know why I'm having a hard time remembering. But you know what? Forget that. Let's continue with this very interesting opening.
Andábamos sin buscarnos, aunque sabiendo que andábamos para encontrarnos. Lo que no creo en el amor a primera vista, creo en el querer a primera noche. Y te dije que pasaría porque sabía que...
I love that. I mean, obviously there are people who believe in love at first sight, which is valid for some people. It works. And in his case, I kind of respect the fact that it was like, I don't believe in that, but I do believe in love at first night. So I'm assuming basically what he's saying is, after I sleep with a person, then I can actually know whether or not. I mean, that's my interpretation of that. I might actually be wrong. But after I sleep with a person, then I would know whether or not I'm in love with you. It's very bold, different view to take, which is interesting. Actually, a lot of people do that, but I think he's the first one who I've actually reacted to or listened to who actually spits it out in a musical medium. So, kudos to that.
Andábamos sin buscarnos, aunque sabiendo que andábamos para encontrarnos. Lo que no creo en el amor a primera vista, creo en el querer a primera noche. Te dije que pasaría porque sabía que querías. Y fueron nubes las que usé de trampolines y tiburones los que vestí de delfines. Un arco iris de tobogán por donde me dejé caer hasta aterrizar en un río de paz y los ruidos.
His descriptive language, is it allegory or metaphor? It's sometimes a bit there. It's very hard to actually follow, try to understand, decipher what he's actually trying to say. It's very beautiful, but at the same time, could become a little bit frustrating trying to, decipher it, especially if it has something to do with more of a cultural saying than just a regular everyday expression. Either that or the translation is terrible, but I think in this case is that I do not get the cultural reference, so it's hard for me to actually figure out what dolphins and sharks pretending to be dolphins. I guess it's the same thing as sheep's and wolf and sheepskin, maybe. I don't know, so I'm just going to take it back a bit and we'll continue. We walk without looking for us, but knowing that we were going to meet. True, you never know what's going to happen to you the moment you step out of your place, but when something happens, it happens. Brilliant.
Buscarnos, aunque sabiendo que andábamos para encontrarnos. Lo que no creo en el amor a primera vista, creo en el querer a primera noche. Y te dije que pasaría porque sabía que sabías, que sabía que querías. Y fueron nubes las que usé de trampolines y tiburones los que vestí de delfines.
I get that. And it was clouds that used trampolines and sharks that wore dolphin. Yeah, that's a very strange imagery, I have to say.
Un arco iris de tobogán por donde me dejé caer hasta aterrizar en un río de paz.
Okay, yeah, sorry, I'm just gonna take it back just a scooch. I need to figure out a rainbow of water slide by where I drop down to land on a river of peace. That's a tough one. I mean, I guess the rainbow, if you're in a cloud, a trampoline, you go up there, slide. No, that's just been way too abstract even for me. Alright, let's continue.
Aterrizar en un río de paz, los ruidos parecían cantos de ángeles del cielo. Y no es que yo haya estado allí, sino es que aquí no suena nada tan bueno. Sentí un fuego que me acariciaba el alma y me comenzaban a crecer sonrisas en la barba. Tenía alas para atravesar las nubes y olía tan bien que hasta las flores querían mi perfume. Crecí tanto que los planetas los tomé en mis manos y jugué con ellos a las letras en segundo plano. Claro que a los pocos instantes me encogí para poder volar y volar sobre.
I love the fact that he I grew so much that I took the planets in my hands and I played with the marbles in the background, of course. I love the fact that he was like, yes, I am a god, but at the same time, well, gods are fickle, so I guess that sort of makes sense in a way. So he created a planet, or he grew up, he took the world by the cojones, and at the same time was playing marble. He was doing his stuff in the background. I was like, yes, I had world in my hands, and at the same time I was doing what I wanted to do just because it's something that I wanted to do. It's a stretch, I know.
Los árboles cantaban jazz o tal vez blues, o quizás paz, tal vez algo más. Caminaba en el mar, podía parar el tiempo, acelerar, repetir con un simple movimiento. Podía quitarme la vida y nacer de nuevo, porque al paraíso donde iría no sería tan bueno, era perfecto. Como si de un cuento se tratase, podía hasta crear un defecto, por si lo perfecto me asustase. El hecho es que por un instante entré en razón y no estaba soñando, estaba haciéndote el amor. Fue plenitud lo que sentí estando dentro de ti,
bailando por adentro de tu cuerpo.
Algo tan simple como que yo voy en ti, tú vas en mí.
Como dos piezas que encajan perfecto.
Y aunque hay 6.000 millones de humanos, tú y yo
somos una especie que murió hace tiempo.
Solo que una hembra es su complemento. Por eso es tan natural querer querernos. En mis labios se escalaban tus cordilleras.
It's interesting. So basically, everything he's been talking about is just how the two of them actually met and how they're sort of meant for each other. I mean, everything that happens in between is sort of like this magical experience, and ultimately it's because the two of them come together. That's what I got from that, which sounds a bit weird because I don't think that's exactly what he was actually trying to say. But as I said, it's the script language is like having a hard time deciphering it, which I love. I love clues. I love stuff like that forces me to think about what's actually happening.
Y unidos más que Pangea, me acelerabas el miocardio. Cuando las olas que imitaban tus caderas reventaban en mi abdomen, llenándome de tu río caldo. Besaba yo tus pies para estar en tus huellas. Mi lengua rozaba tus piernas y entre ellas, y como una vil leguleya, peleabas por el derecho a elegir en qué posición ver las estrellas.
Leguleya.
Podías reír, sudar, gemir, hablar, para explicarme por qué parecía ibas a llorar, y yo tocándote, como quien se tira por la mañana, y hacer ruido de placer al hacer que nada en la cama sobran las palabras de...
Okay, so I guess I got it a little bit. I mean, he's talking about coming together, him and this person, and everything that happened, the expressions, the looks, what each touch, each expression, each movement creates this really tapestry of human emotion experience. So, yeah, I was right. So, yeah, yay, a little bit right. That's always a good thing. Let's continue.
Quería callarme ya y hacerte el amor despacio al compás de este humilde rap que es para ti. Hecho para ti, escrito para ti, cantado a ti. Cualquier otro adjetivo que termine en ti, sí. A través de mis ojos tú te vieras y en mi cuerpo sintieras lo que me inspiras. Te vieras con sed, abrazarte quisieras, ya que esa es la forma como estos ojos te miran. Iba aterrizando a las nubes de trampolines. Fueron tus senos los que usé como almohadines. Y antes que se termine esta corta canción, olvidaba decirte que me encantó hacerte el amor. Fue plenitud lo que sentí estando dentro de ti,
bailando por adentro de tu cuerpo.
algo tan simple como que yo voy en ti, tú vas en mí.
Como dos piezas que encajan perfecto.
Y aunque hay 6.000 millones de humanos tú y yo,
Somos una especie que murió hace tiempo.
solo que una hembra es su complemento. Por eso es tan natural querer querernos. Y ahora quién sabe cuándo volvamos a vernos.
Legalese, Venezuela. Complete legal. Alright, that was Canserbero, and that was an interesting track, and it took me a while, but I do believe it was talking about basically finding the love of his life after the night together. But before that actually happened, the whole experience of sleeping with the person, that's actually created all this emotions, this profound meaning, profound experience that made him believe that every other, I guess, woman out there in the world doesn't exist, that she's the only one over there, because the profound experience that they actually had during that night made him fall in love. And as a direct result, it removed everyone else from the equation, so to speak. So I think that's actually pretty good. Yeah, as I said, it kind of took a while. He was talking about, I think it was basically the whole song was actually about that night. The moment he steps out, you don't really know what's going to happen. Then you meet someone, and the experience you experience leads to a conclusion. You either end up with the person, or you end up not with the person. You either end up falling in love or not at all. So in this case, he steps out, falls in love, and the reason why that happened was because of the experience in between. So that was great. That's me deciphering the lyrics, but I might be absolutely wrong. I don't know. So, you know what you guys will do? You guys will definitely let me know if that's the case. So that was great. That was brilliant. I love the instrumentation. It's really, as I said, it sort of reminds me of sort of the whole cowboy riffs, at the same time something from the 70s with obviously hip hop beats, drums, I meant. So that kind of, it created this synergy. It sort of worked together, and it actually really do like it. And yet I still can't remember the name of the artist who did Purple Haze. It's like, this is absolutely embarrassing. Yeah, okay, Jimi Hendrix. Yeah, okay, that's who I was trying to remember. So the guitar strumming sort of reminded me of something that he would actually do if he was still around in this era. Alright, so yes, that was great. That was Canserbero, and that was an interesting track and very interesting message. At least the message I got from it. So with that said, this is your boy Jack. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification button, let you know when next I drop a new vid. Don't forget to leave comments down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want me to react to. And if you got nothing to say, just say hey. If you disagree with what I've said in this reaction video, please don't hesitate to leave it in the comments down below. All I ask is that you be constructive about it, and I'll do my best to listen to what you say, read what you say, and I'll try to understand what's going on. And as I said, if you disagree with what I've said, that's absolutely fine, because as I said, with this reaction video, this is my perception of what actually happened. I always enjoy reading other people's perception of the same idea, that same event that we're actually sharing, because everyone's perception is a bit different. And I know I've said perception multiple times, but well, whatever. Alright, with that said, this is your boy Jack. Y'all take care, and I will catch you on the flip side.